Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda. Let's see. Okay, and I'm back. So, oh my goodness, guys, I'm really almost ashamed. Okay. I'm so tired. I don't know what this is. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of somewhat overwhelming. Very tired. Okay. And so I wanted to go into something real quick. I had just been watching something, and on the news or whatever. I was just thinking about, what is this about mind control or brainwashing or whatever this is. So I just end up, and we're not going too deep. We're just tapping in things. These just, again, thoughts. Okay. While we still have the ability to do so. Okay. Because I like to go and look in between what our perception is of something and how it's so why it's so dangerous for us to go on with these rigid assumptions or these as to what zombies are, what these think. Now, again, they kind of operate the same way. So it's very, I mean, to talk about these things that happen in movies and things like this is very much legit. But I just hope that we just can look at the fact of a lot of these images and signs and symbols that we have been given, and these perceptions that we've been given of certain things is whatever, not what you think. It's like when we're talking about zombies, when we're talking about aliens being little green people that's going to be in a spaceship instead of looking just like you and me, when we're we're talking about these things, gremlins and stuff like this, you're looking for some fuzzy creature or something like this. But I mean, I can see this in the phenotype of some of these energies or entities that are like on YouTube and stuff. And again, many people are still in that mindset, or we just been groomed to be at home, or a lot of things when it comes to the government and these agents or whatever, that they're these agent Smiths or these agents, they're homebodies. They don't look like what you thought they look like, in like an FBI agent would look like. They look like you and me. They look like tarot readers. Well, some of these tarot readers will never show their face because they've been given the code not to do so. So I'm just going to do a brief read on what mind control, what Wikipedia, which is something that, again, we could say whatever we want, but it's something that's used to give many people some type of, just to give people some type of description. Oh, okay, I'm over here. I come of something, and you can take that. Okay, I was, but I had to jump up and do this. Oh, y'all know I don't like when y'all be doing that. Okay, so it gives us, it's a general thing that many people count on, regardless if it's accurate or not, for information. That's just, and so I just ended up Googling it, and that's the first thing that came up. And I can't find my laptop right now for some reason, but I'm going to go ahead and read what it says here and then pick up on, because I'm a word girl. That's just, I don't know. And so just to pick up on surface energy of what we're talking about here and how what that would look like in 2022. Okay. So it says brainwashing known as mind control, menticide. And I don't know, this is like making me, like I said, think about the mental. I keep on seeing this image of the Egyptians taking people's brains out of their noses or whatever. And I'm thinking like I don't think that is, oh my goodness. I don't know why I just seen a swab. Why am I seeing a swab? Or like the nose thing, okay? That they were using for the, the test. Because this would be like a biological or chemical warfare to take that and store that or whatever. Yeah, you could take it.
If you ever see this in her video, just send me a message.
And So again, it says coercive persuasion. Okay. Now that coercive, you know what? Get on my video. That oh my God. What are you doing? I mean, is it too much? It seemed like it is. Yeah, coercive persuasion. So it made me think about twin flames. And this is so crazy because everybody can be used. Everybody can be used with this against each other. It's the part where somebody said, "Oh, in the Bible, I'm going to divide brother and sister and household, spouse and wife and husband and things like this." So I don't know, but something is very. I don't know why we gonna go. Hold on one second. Come on now.
Come on.
I'm just reading this little portion of this thing. Okay, so again, coercive persuasion. Now, I'm not gonna go, man, and I want to so bad. I'm not gonna go into what that coercive mean, but when somebody's coercing someone, that means that like somebody is giving you something or whatever. Now, this could be something that could free you or further enslave you. This could be something coercing someone to speak in a certain manner, coercing someone to be worried about certain things that may be beneficial to the other person that's coercing, or it could be something that's beneficial to the person that is being coerced. Yeah, sometimes, like, again, jumping on some gravy train or some bus or some train or something like this. Like, like, people get ready, just get on board, okay? So, like, even with music, like I said, when people are saying that we are channeling through music, or when they say that they're channeling, I don't like to use the terms everybody else uses. Just widening the range of what we could be talking about, but actually using them sometimes to kind of staple it down to what this is streaming from. It's something about something with many tentacles or something here. So with this coercive persuasion, this could be something like connecting with a certain artist, okay? And then really being into their music, or connecting to a certain author, or connecting to a certain politician and what they say, whatever. It's anything. Because when you gravitate towards someone, you tend to get on their gravy train or on their bus or something, like Trumpers or whatever they were calling them and stuff like this, okay? So it's saying thought control. So this is this is something that's actually written here, okay? All right? That's saying that somebody can control your thoughts. So again, this is trying to tell me that somebody, depending on who you are, not what race, creed, who you are, what did God or a higher power or yourself or whatever you want to say, what is your mission? What is your path, your journey? What are you here to do? You know, gaslighting could be thought control. Gaslighting can be thought control. Any type of entertainment, because entertainment is something that enters the mind and obtains the space, okay? So a circle. So this could have something to do with a circle, a ring of Saturn, a ring, some type of ring, a circle, a group, or something like this, okay? A group of people, your family circle, your friend circle. But again, thought control. So this is telling me that, again, brainwashing can lead to people controlling somebody's thoughts. So this means that if you are someone that was supposed to be somebody, and people knew this about your destiny or tapped into your Akashic records, then they can use what they know about you or about your future to try to control you or sway you or move you or push you or guide you. This means that some of us may have had times in our life when somebody else was controlling the vehicle. It could even be a group of people that was controlling your vehicle, your thoughts, your movements, okay? Now, this is not, they're going to not spend their time doing this to every single person in the world. This is something that's going to be done to a select group of people. People that were supposed to move into positions of leadership or power or move into different sectors in society or something like this, okay? So it says thought reform and forced re-education. So this is, like I said, forced re-education. This is a sign of like colonization. But who are, have we been so-called colonized by man, or the so-called white man, or whoever it is, or Arabic, whatever you want to say, okay? What are we being reprogrammed or re-educated by in this time? And it's so funny how this thing right here, this Muppet or whatever, has horns, and he has a mask or black or darkness over his eyes. It's saying several terms redirect here for other uses as brainwashing, disambiguation, mind control, re-education through labor. Okay, so this could be, again, getting some people to talk in a different language. A different language could just be with a different vibe, different terminologies, and things like this. So as we're talking about sex trafficking, right? And the news anchor is going to say, oh, there were sex traffickers found in New York, and they were doing this, and they were all on a bus, and boo, boo, boo. Or they're going and they are kidnapping children like Elizabeth Smart and shit like this. This make me think about trafficking too, out of their bedrooms, or they're meeting these children in parks, or they're luring them out with websites or apps or something like this. Dating apps, whatever it is. What we're talking about in the tarot community is these women that are looked at as fine women that are money makers, or looked at as these people that are, you know, they're not driven by a God energy per se. If it is, it's the one on that fucking dollar bill. And what I'm saying that these people are doing is coercing people to go out and meet. Oh, you're going to meet a new person. Oh, somebody new is coming in. This and that. If these people are very skilled with their mind, or if they have gifts of mind control or mind altering effects on people, that they may be able to insinuate certain things, that people are open to things that they're not open to. This could be, that is spell work, that is witchcraft. That is crafting, a witch crafting up something, or trying to play God in other people's lives. So like I said, if these people can get a hold of your man or your woman and connect themselves to them with these different ways that we read about in the Black's Law Dictionary, and some of them are having sex or intimacy, all right? This means that they could persuade these men to do certain things to their women, their spouses, their families, meet them places where they can be altered or hijack. I mean, it's just a lot of shit that I feel like is going on. Okay. But it's all about, even a Jezebel spirit or something like this could be somebody that uses their mind or their looks or their body or their group in order to manifest or manipulate people's actions, their thoughts, their ways. Some of these people, the copycat energy, they're also trying to assimilate or something to other people's movements or other people's way. That's what a copycat is, trying to study you, your language, your love language, any language that you have, the words that are coming out of your mouth, the way you operate, so that they can then take over and replace these particular Hebrew women or original people, finding out how they do what they do, the task, how they operate, how their mind works, so that these people can try to assume those roles here. But they're going to use terms like, yeah, there's a new person. Oh, well, it's too late. Somebody already been in there. Yes, you're not moving for, because these are these handmaids or these midwives or whatever these are that will have access to women's vassals, or have these gifts to be able to know when someone is carrying or pregnant or something like this. It's these are age, and I hear somebody was saying something about these are age-old things. They made us afraid of our own power or something like this. But I feel like there is a difference when we're talking about these foreign energies and island girls, compared to compared to those of us that are working in our authenticity, so we think.
Let's go.
Hold on a second. Is also putting you in the middle or a circle of these people and allowing them to kind of reprogram your thoughts on, you know, like, in order to study this group of tarot readers, I had to go into the lion's den. I had to kind of learn how to use the cards and everything, try to see what they're saying and how it's operating in my life, or what I'm sensing or I'm picking up on that they're doing in others' lives. So it's something about like coming in, saying what you do. So it's not like undercover officer or nothing like this, right? It's not like it's just being open with what I'm saying and what I'm doing, not fearing these people or not joining them, not even doing what I do like them. I'd rather talk about real things than talk about gossip. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that kind of thing. But I feel like what they're doing is they are setting up. Why are you doing that? They are setting up certain situations for women that may not be able to protect themselves or be aware. It's almost like they have to also already drop you down from a certain mindset or status, not by choice, but forcing you into a lower mindset. Okay. So you're not tapped into the same circle that they or their 5D or 5G or whatever the fuck they have going on, so that you're not so it'll seem like you're not tapped into the same circle or what they're doing, but really they're kicking you out of there because you're tattletelling or something like this. All right. So it may even be your original essence that they're using as that conduit or that capital energy, but they have corrupted it. And it's like turn away from turn away from the Holy Spirit and look at all of these idols that we've created. They do what she does. They do what she does, but it's really more. Can y'all go upstairs for a second? I'm almost done. Okay, and see, this is what I'm saying about this kind of shit right here, because it says let's just finish with the thing. It says is the concept of the human mind can be altered or controlled by certain psychological techniques. It says brainwashing is said to reduce its subject's ability to think critically or independently, to allow introduction of new unwanted thoughts and ideas into their minds, as well as to change their attitudes, values and beliefs.
You were so serious with it.
Oh, and it says, and the actions of human traffickers. So I'm gonna go drop these people off, and then I'm gonna come back and finish. Stop! I'm almost done. So I'm gonna read some of these blue letter words here that they're saying. These blue key words or whatever. Now this is the image of what the oh my goodness. Okay, this is the image is what they're showing you what mind control look like. Now of course nobody don't remember, you know, being probably sitting in no fucking situation like this. This is to make you think that for you to be mind controlled, they have to capture you like this and do this. But what I'm saying is they can be doing this with 5G, or they can be doing this in 5D, or they can be doing this with other different strategic ways. Okay. So again, it says Edward Hunter. These are just the key.
Had so angry issues.
This is this energy of
I give you 5 minutes and I come back down here.
And I'm the one taking you somewhere.
You said that before.
And I changed it.
No.
So the key words here is Edward Hunter. Okay, Chinese government. We have Nazi Germany. We have human traffickers. We have scientific legal debate. Okay, we have lysergic acid diet. Excuse me. Dithylamide, LSD. Okay, I didn't even know that that's what that actually stood for. Okay, so it says cults. Okay, it says law is sometimes involved in lawsuits, especially regarding child custody. It can also be, now these child custody things that I feel like these are talking about also, this is talking about like child custody or whatever with your children, but I can also be talking about people that have not been claimed, or people that are not in the system, or people that they don't address as adults because of their work history, or it's for other discriminatory, we'll just say that for other discriminatory manners is why you could be put in a child's place in this particular world today. So this child custody could be governors, presidents, landlords, overseers, whatever. These earthly parents, whatever. Tribal. We could even worry about the Taliban or something like this or whatever. Okay. say you're a mother that's at home mom or something like this, okay? I feel like they target these women a little bit because they look at them more as children to their spouse instead of equal components, even if they are more mentally strong, if they have more, you know, ideas, they have more, you know, you could have a mass, but just because this man goes to work every day and pays the bills, they may be still a stalemate. They may not do anything else with their time or anything. And you may be the one that has the more aggressive behavior, or you may be the one to be able to manifest or bring forth things, or it's something just about you. And a lot of times this is why these men like to keep these women around them, and also change your mindset about what they're doing or what's going on around you, rather than just, it's a post I put up on Facebook, I think earlier. Why can't we just say things aren't working out, this and that? But no, these people have created a whole alternative something with clones, that, or people that could be leave their spouse with a clone or something and go off and start another family with some type of gift or money or something. They could even take something that maybe was supposed to be for their wife and share it with other women or something like this from the kingdom or from your household or whatever. And leave the wife in a confused state of mind, or just not in access with whatever they have going on in their communal, you know, because communal doesn't necessarily, I feel today, have to be where everybody is in that community. No, this communal thing could be a mental thing. So these could be a people that get together mentally and work some kind of way, but they're not doing this alone. You see what I'm saying? They're not doing this alone. So again, this may be someone that sits high on many waters. I can look at myself, I feel like at one point in time during this journey, as being able to tap into these worldly or global issues. Now, just because these tarot readers are dumbing down what they're doing here and presenting you online doesn't mean that they're that dumb. You understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like some of these people are these are therapists or psychiatrists, ex-nurses, RNs, these women are not just ex-lawyers or people that work in the circuit court or something like that. They're not just tarot readers, okay? Some of these are actors and singers and models and things of that nature, okay? So, whew. If they work with higher end energies or individuals on this plane, they have been skilled or crafted that way. So they kind of know the ins and outs or the rules or something like this, and how to operate with that type of intelligence. Okay. Me and somebody like me that doesn't really have a boss, I work directly for God, that these people then are able to overpower or seem as though they're overpowering in a sense, which can then make it seem like they are more powerful than God or more powerful than you. They'll let you ramp up and be your whole full self, and then try to knock you down a couple notches and allow for people to see that it's these bitches that brought her down, so that then you could respect those idols, rather than people pouring in their energy or their support to the Holy Spirit or the Ruach energy or the feminine energy. It's almost like even being smitten or smoked by a by a living God energy that's a masculine, that has been able to keep his full mental of the past life cycles or lifetimes or whatever with someone, but you have not been able to. Because of his wife's status or something like this, or her abilities, or because she may be the real one that really has the power. These people have to keep her or me, somebody like me, in a certain mindset. Okay. Maybe even do other things, like allow these other women that work on the outside or the outskirts of the house, all right, to keep things in tip-top shape. Allow these women to have access to my energetic field or my home or something, where they can come in and kind of, I don't know, I can't explain exactly how or whatever it is, but so that they can manipulate things, or, you know, I don't know, place things. You just never know how far this shit goes. But I'm picking up some people, somebody else that you don't even know, all right, may have keys or something to your home. Sometimes this could be the other spouse that is another clone, or the original spouse energy is what I'm picking up on, all right, that still has access to you for whatever reasons. A spouse or a spouse that has left the building, we'll say, could also use this if they want to obtain, to push the mother to mental something or even to kill themselves sometimes, I feel, so that this man can get the custody of this child. And I feel like this goes more on the moon energy, was hidden in the dark or was done in the dark should be brought to light, and that's going to be by the sun. These people can talk in code about what they're doing and how they're viewing things. Sometimes they talk about what stuff look like, what it tastes like, what it smell like when it comes to your house. Now, there may be some people in the world that have that kind of gift, but golly, I promise you, these people wouldn't be just only meant to sit here and do no fucking tarot readings for you. Believe me, they got these, or this astral traveling or this remote viewing. They may have had some type of training with a higher power or with the powers that shouldn't be, if they're going to teach these people how to use these things and weaponize them and send them back out in the world to do these things and target these things towards people. So when we see someone like the girl, I think Dakota Fanning played her part on Twilight. And it's funny because one of those clips of that came in my feed the other day, and it was like, she could look at you and she could cause you pain. All right. So when with my cards here with the Nightingale in my one deck, it says somebody has a hidden talent or a secret gift. And I feel like after I did that reading, after I bought those cards, a couple days later, a feminine energy that I know has some type of power. There's no way to deny it. She's been taught something, she's skilled in what she does. Okay. That don't mean that they're always going to be righteous with what they do, especially when it comes to something you might get or want or have or about to be getting that they want. I feel like that's when these women manipulate the situation. But a couple days later, she put a setup on her table that had this like black cage with a red bird sitting on it and everything. And it was the exact setup damn near as my Nightingale card. But nobody had to tell me that this person has some other gifts. These are the people that never show their faces in videos. So again, let's just get that straight right now. Okay. And sometimes I can tell when they have access to my Instagram and my stuff, because they'll say something that slips up in their videos later on as to something that was going on my feed or on my video. Now, my video can say that there's only one view all day or 0 views. But at the end of the day, I can tell by what these readers and stuff are saying. That's the type of skill that I have, that they have had access to. Rather, somebody is just taking this one view and recording it and then dispersing it to many more people or whatever the fuck they're doing. This could have been to help because they knew somebody was going to block me one day to help me get my message out. Or this could be something that somebody was using and taking it and manipulating it and putting it back together as something coming off as something that I'm saying that I'm not saying. Leaving out certain points that will be explaining why I just said this term. Like I can say, something about something, just because I say LGBTQ in them, and they can add something else onto that as if I'm not saying I don't have anything against these people. But when they are using that collective group that they have to attack other people because they feel like they've been hurt. That's the difference between a threat and me actually being able to have access to you and me having your address or information about you or private information where I can go to you, than somebody that is bullying, harassing, and standing over someone and know everything about you, and they can probably get a key to your house. They can probably pay a damn driver for some place to sprinkle something in your food and pay you back for something you pissed them off about. And you might not die from something being put on your food or in your food or something like this, but you may get a little sick. Okay. So again, the other day I can tell that one of these feminine energies was really upset with me, and I can kind of tell by the grimace energy of some of the people I was picking up, somebody's doing something, and I was having like a lot of side pain, as if somebody was just twisting my ovaries or something like this. And then something came in talking about like a cut or, so again, there's different ways. They may even have some of us set up with biometrics, but it's just, are the people that are supporting you having access to everything that you're seeing? Because I don't give a fuck. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not going after anybody, right? So are the people that are supporting me having access to what I see and what I do? Or are my enemies having access to what I see and I do? And if they have it and they're saying you don't have to talk about everything that goes on around you, why are you saying that? Because you wouldn't want me to say this where somebody else might hear this and want to get involved or do something about this or realize that this is happening to them too, or because that's the real reason why I do what I do. is so people don't feel alone or think that they're crazy for what's going on here or what they may be witnessing or what may be happening to them. The shameful thing is people in the higher ups know, or in elevated status, the so-called heavens, they know that this shit goes on, okay? But they have certain jobs and things, and they have to keep a certain protocol. They have to speak a certain way in code and things like that. So you have legalese, you have Negroese, okay, or Pig Latin, how people talk in the hood. You have tarot talk. You have other talks when it comes to indigenous things. It's different ways that people are using. Those are languages now. Different ways that people are describing things or something. So we don't think, we can't just line it up that it's the same thing. And I'm just that type of person. Like, why? I never understood why do we have to do it that way? But I guess I can understand a little bit. But it's just like, if everybody just learned the right way, spoke the right reasons, had the right definitions from the beginning, it wouldn't be so diluted. It wouldn't be so stretched out. It wouldn't be so many tentacles or whatever involved. But I guess that is it. It's always about this form of division. That is a tactic as well, to divide and conquer. If we can't do it by race now, people are over that. We'll do it by money. If we can't do it by money, we'll do it by status. We'll get rid of the middle class. We'll, it's different ways that these things are being done here, okay? So again, somebody might think it's beneath them, or somebody might come into tarot community and be like, I don't understand what these people are saying. None of this shit is important. But some of us can hone in and detect certain things. All right, it can catch these people up. But if you feel like somebody is not hearing or is being disregarded, that somebody wants somebody to give up here. Rather, these are just things projected or actually happening, or their acts or thoughts or what people, because your thoughts are very powerful. Some people. Your words are very fucking powerful for some people. So it says something about science fiction here. It can also be a theme in science fiction and in political and corporate culture. Corporate culture. So this could be the cultural wars that we're talking about here. Families, bloodlines, coat of arms, sectors, like different groups and things that are being formed here. Some people with certain gifts or whatever are joining together or whatever. To describe the use of propaganda to persuade or sway public opinion. All right. So again, we have a couple things here, and I'm going to go ahead and end this, and then I'm going to come back and pull cards on it because they're going to get on my nerves and keep coming down here until I finish doing that. Until I do that. It says China and Korean War. I guess these things were used. It says legal cases and the brainwashing defense, anti-cult movements, or this could be anti-hero movements or anti-Christ movements, okay? Blocking the sun came out in our Two of Wands earlier. Scientific research. Some people could have sold you out, got you real comfortable. Satan can make that happen. Have you real comfortable or real locked in, or you start seeing slowly things changing around you, or money or positions not being available, or funds that you used to get coming in. Somebody kind of finds a way to not give it to you or something like this, right? That's controlling your movement. Seeing that your algorithm, there's no particular growth in 2 years on your YouTube channel. I don't care if you got a video of changing a baby's diaper or something. That is just not realistic here, especially with the type of information but somebody wanted it to be like that block something movement so that somebody else can be in charge of what is going on over here for a certain amount of time. Now, they may say, go ahead and bloom now, but somebody has already done all the damage and they feel like they're getting away with it. So we have scientific research. Somebody could have wanted to have you research or something like this, right? And the sad thing is some of these people that have these gifts, they may have even gotten them from some of our makeup or some lineages or something like this. And some of these people, in some illegal or unethical way, the body is an amazing thing here. But I know with Esther and Elijah in that book, that's what, but Elijah said he would never do that and sell off Esther's mind to these science people. But I feel like somebody was either trying to protect from that, but I feel like somebody did go, it might not be science, but it may be alien form. It may be something else, NASA or some, it could be anything here. I don't know why I just heard Area 51 and something about 21 too. I don't know. Okay, so 21 years, somebody could have been doing this study on you or something. I don't know. These spectators or something with this world card. This could be all eyes on you, like spectators or something like this, trying to figure you out so that one day when your time to reign or when it's time for you to come into your full power and potential, they would already have somebody else that they built in your likeness to do that. All right. So in pop culture, okay, they use this tactic here. Related articles, Margaret Singer. So again, I want to see if there's even more to do with that here, because American psychologist, apologies, and researcher. So when we think of her name, automatically most people say, "Oh, she wanted to kill black babies," or whatever, or something like this, or abortion. But really, what we're talking about is somebody that was a psychologist or dealing with psychological matters here. So when we're talking about abortion here, we're not always talking about a fetus coming out of or being ripped out of a womb. This could be something else. Listen, I don't even want to go there. Okay. It says APA Task Force on Deceptive and Indirect Methods of Persuasion, Brainwashing, the Science of Thought Control. So this could be also, in my what I've witnessed is I feel something to do with lethargy or lethargic nature or draining something. I'm going to pull 3 little ancestor cards or whatever, and then I'm going to get out of here because I have to take them. And then I'm going to come back. And hopefully I can find my laptop and come back. And 3 just came out. Okay. So we have forgiveness on the top of the deck. Placing the moon above the sun. So maybe somebody wants to be forgiven for doing this. Something about sexual energy here. So somebody could have been manipulating your sexual energy or your sex drive. This can be done through this mind control or sexual acts. Maybe if you were promiscuous, this could be your Lord God energy or somebody that was governing over you, or a father figure or a godfather or something or a demon bitch or something witch that was having attached to your, maybe something like this was going on. Okay. All right. And then we have letting go here. Okay. So, and I would pull 3, but I got to go. Okay. They calling me. I'll be back.